El Mencho is dead. Here's what happens next. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, known as El Mencho, has reportedly been killed. He was identified by authorities as the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, one of the most powerful criminal organizations in Mexico. But when a cartel leader dies, the story doesn't end. In many cases, that's when things become more dangerous. El Mencho rose to power in the early 2000s as CJNG expanded rapidly across Mexico. According to U.S. and Mexican authorities, the organization was involved in large-scale trafficking of methamphetamine, cocaine, and fentanyl. The U.S. government had offered a multi-million-dollar reward for information leading to his capture. For years, he was considered one of the most wanted fugitives in the world. Now the question is no longer who he was. The question is, what happens next? When a dominant leader is suddenly removed, a power vacuum forms. In centralized criminal organizations, authority often depends on fear, loyalty, and control over resources. Without a clear successor, internal factions may compete for leadership. Historically, leadership removals in organized crime groups have sometimes led to short-term spikes in violence as rival factions attempt to establish dominance. This isn't speculation, it's a pattern observed in multiple organized crime crackdowns. A cartel is not just one person, it is a network. It includes financial systems, supply chains, regional commanders, logistics coordinators, and corruption channels. Even if the top leader is gone, the infrastructure often remains. Drug demand does not disappear overnight. Routes do not vanish instantly. Money pipelines do not automatically collapse. Removing a leader can weaken a structure, but it does not automatically dismantle it. When large criminal organizations fragment, they can split into smaller, competing groups. Smaller groups can sometimes be less predictable and more chaotic. Instead of one centralized authority controlling violence, multiple actors compete. This can increase instability in affected regions. However, outcomes vary. Some organizations quickly install successors and maintain operational continuity. Others fracture. The real impact depends on internal succession plans and the balance of power within the organization. Because CJNG has been accused by authorities of international trafficking, leadership changes can also affect cross-border criminal networks. Law enforcement agencies often anticipate retaliation or instability after high-profile operations. Security responses may increase in the short term. The death of El Mencho, if confirmed by official sources, marks a major moment in Mexico's security landscape. But history shows that removing a leader is not the same as removing a system. Organized crime adapts, networks evolve, and power rarely disappears, it shifts. This isn't just the end of a figure, it may be the beginning of a new phase.